doctors to return to duty. Junior doctors march towards Swasthya Bhavan. SAC Bengal Health Secretary demands raised. Justice for Abhya, chorus echoes on Kolkata streets. Doctors versus Mamta government escalates. That is our top focus on 5 Live.
And that deadline expires right now. What are the doctors going to do? What's the government going to do? What's the Supreme Court going to do? We will find out as we take you to the ground in Kolkata a month after the rape and murder at the RG Kaur Hospital and College. I'm Shiv. Thanks for tuning in. This is 5 Live. These are the headlines. Rahul Gandhi triggers another flashpoint, claims anti-Sikh bias by the BJP government. BJP hits out at the leader of opposition, says Sikhs felt unsafe under Congress rule. Rahul Gandhi makes a ridiculous and dangerous comment, says Sikhs are not allowed to wear their kadas in India.
The fight is about whether he, as a Sikh, is going to be allowed to wear his turban in India. Or he, as a Sikh, is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about.
Big terror plot behind Kanpur train sabotage. Sources say ISIS plot behind cylinder thrown off the tracks. Centre says 18 cases of rail sabotage since August this year. UPA era Home Minister stunning admission on Kashmir triggers a row. Former Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde says he was afraid in Srinagar during UPA rule. Modi mantris hit out. Speeding Audi owned by Maharashtra BJP chief's son in a dramatic hit-and-run case in Nagpur. 2 people arrested. Sanket Bavankule flees the scene like a coward. Udhav Sena lashes out at Mahayuti government. Elon Musk's SpaceX launches a rocket with a 4-person crew from Florida today. The mission's commander Jared Isaacman is a billionaire on a private spacewalk, the first ever such commercial spacewalk. The 5 p.m. deadline given to doctors protesting for a month now in Kolkata over the notorious rape and murder of a young doctor at the RG Kaur Hospital and College has just expired. The 5 p.m. deadline given by the Supreme Court, after which action can be taken by the Mamata government, has just expired. Junior doctors have decided to continue their protest. They've decided to continue their seize work protest. They're currently conducting a dharna in front of West Bengal Health Department seeking the resignation of 3 top health officials. I want to take you straight to the ground. India Today's reporters are on the ground. Suryagni Roy and Ritik Mondal are live with me. Suryagni, very quickly to you first. The doctors, the deadline has just expired. What next? What is the next step? Have they decided to call off their protest and return to the work as requested by the Supreme Court? Are they continuing?
Well, it doesn't seem so, but you know, the visuals will do the speaking over here, Shiv. I'll just show you over here. This is in front of Swasthya Bhavan, the Health Ministry's office. Hundreds of doctors, hundreds of junior doctors, not only junior doctors, but many seniors have joined them as well over here. They are, they are protesting over here. their demands were that they had 5 demands, of which the principal secretary and the police commissioner of Kolkata should be removed by 5 p.m. and only then they will call back. They'll get back to their work. Right now, the sense we are getting is that their demands haven't been met as of yet, and it's 5 o'clock as of now. Once again, it's important to show you the visuals over here. Hundreds of doctors who are standing over here, protesting over here. What we'll do is we'll try and have a word with someone. Madam, just a thing. That 5 p.m. deadline was there, both given by the Supreme Court. You guys had also given. So it's plus 5 right now.
Yes.
How are you guys looking at things right now?
We are willing to sit here till we get a decision, and we will not move unless we get the opinions of the respected people and we get our demands are met. Because it has been more than 30 days and we are still here. We are still protesting. Justice has not been served, and there is no talk of justice right now. It's just doctors. There are patients. The patients are still being treated. Everything is working, but I don't know why false information has been spread, and I don't think that's right.
One important question: are you guys ready to have a word with the health ministry on these issues?
Definitely, we are. We want their opinions. We want to talk, and we also want decisions, and we want actions. Back in 2019, there were some words said about some actions being taken, but they were not taken yet. So we want actions and words.
So this is what the doctors are claiming. Firstly, they want their demands to be met. Secondly, they want actions by the government. That is that the demands that they have raised, that needs to be met. And they have cited examples of previous issues where only they were told that it will be done, however wasn't done. That's what the doctors have alleged.
Yeah.
Once again, Shiv, it's important to show our viewers the visuals. Hundreds of doctors, junior doctors, interns, even senior doctors, that's what we are seeing. They are protesting over here, and they are pretty clear on the fact that until and unless very, very clear that until and unless their demands are met, they are not going to move from this particular spot. Back to you, Shiv.
All right, stay with me, Suryagni. Also reporting on those protests is Ritik Mondal. Ritik, as Suryagni also showed us, it doesn't look like the doctors are in any mood to move away and stop their protests. 5 o'clock was the deadline. It's now 5:07. We've just heard some of those voices from the ground. What are you seeing around you, Ritik?
Well, Shiv, I am on the other side of the police barricade, the side which remains for this is the health department side or the Swasthya Bhavan side. We were expecting a dialogue. Let me tell you that it's the deadline given by the top court expires, and we, as you've heard, that now they are chanting slogans and they're saying yes, they're gonna continue this sit-in demonstration, and they have called for a indefinite dharna at the doorstep of Swasthya Bhavan. On the other side, let me take you through what is exactly happening over here. It is barely 10 meters away from the Swasthya Bhavan, which is precisely the health department office of the state. We were expecting any communication from this side as well, but let me tell you, there is because there are huge pressure are mounting on the health secretary or the two top officials of the health department. Junior doctors are seeking their resignation, but there is no communication from this side either also, and nobody from the health department is ready to share these views, because as the deadline crossed, we do understand, but this time only dialogue can melt the ice, so we would expect some communication from the health department.
But Ritik, is anyone from the government coming out to speak with the protesting doctors? Has anyone come out? Is anyone speaking to them? Is there any coordination taking place?
And there is no particular communication from the government side. Let me tell you, since yesterday when Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee communicated while addressing a press conference at the State Secretariat, she stated that she is ready for dialogue with the protesting doctors. If they want, they can send a delegation to discuss over the issue that can lead to resolve the deadlock. But what we do see as we speak, and as I rightly pointed out, that it has already passed that ultimatum, that deadline has already crossed. But we do not see, or we are not getting any information from the government side that they are wanting to initiate any dialogue. And as the protesting doctors, they are stick to their demand. They said that until their demands being met, they are wanting the resignation of the police commissioner of the Kolkata police, and also 3 top officials of the health department. That includes the health secretary of the state and 2 other officials of the Swasthya Bhavan. So until these demands and the justice to be delivered to the victim parents, so until these demands being fulfilled by the authority, they are going to continue this sit-in demonstration at the doorstep of Swasthya Bhavan. That clearly shows it's no way melting the ice, and it's only mounting more pressure on the government over this entire episode. Back to you, Shiv.
Okay, Suryagni, what is the plan? What is the next step now by the government? Because the Supreme Court has told the doctors that by 5 o'clock, if they don't stop their protest and get back to work, then action can be taken against them. What is the government planning to do?
Well, Shiv, that's a very important question which is answer we really don't have, because the government hasn't really commented on the next step. Till yesterday, the government was pretty clean that no action will be taken against the doctors, and even that they are ready to have a discussion with them. However, it becomes very important right now because the deadline was till 5. Now, what happens henceforth? That is something that has to be seen. Whether an emissary of the health department will be sent over here to speak to the protesting doctors or not, that has to be seen. Because as something that a lot of the people of the civil society, or be it the doctors or even government senior politicians have been maintaining, is that the impasse has to be broken. A breakthrough can only happen through dialogue. Now, who's going to start that dialogue? It's a very difficult question to answer, at least at this particular point. But, we will be looking at both the sides to see which, whether or not an emissary is sent by the government to start a discussion. Back to you.
Okay, I want to continue to remain on these pictures, these live pictures of the protests that have been continuing. And we've also seen the parents of the victim joining the protests not once but twice on 2 successive nights, or 2 nights apart. They've been actually being there. They've thanked the protesters. They've thanked the young doctors for continuing this protest as well. So I want to stay on these live pictures. These are pictures that you're seeing right now outside the health department in Bengal that you're looking at right now. Ritik, coming back to you. The doctors appear to have taken legal advice and legal guidance as well regarding what they can and cannot do, but they are also under explicit attack now. Abhishek Banerjee has said, culpable homicide charges can be brought upon them. Mamta Banerjee has said they may ruin their careers if they continue in this manner. Kapil Sibal, the lawyer for the West Bengal government, has said up to 23 patients have lost their lives because of the non-availability of doctors who are protesting. What is the reality? How do the doctors plan to take this forward?
Well, definitely, it's undoubtedly what we do see, that there are the pressure also mounting on these protesting doctors. Remember, it's 1 month past. These doctors are continuing their serious work in government-run hospital. And after the court order, the top court it's directed the doctors to resume work. What we are given to understand, last night they carried out a thorough meeting that they call the general body meeting, in which all protesting doctors and all forums of the senior and junior doctors belong to the doctors fraternity and the other government-run medical colleges. They decided, and they also shot for an advocate assistance or the legal assistance, and they have decided that unless they get justice, their demands get fulfilled, they are to continue this protest. Now they are going to continue this Spacewalk as well. Now, Shiv, what exactly this impact, this thing will have an impact in the health sector over here in Bengal? As the government lawyer Kapil Sibal pleaded before the court and stated that already 23 patients have died due to this Spacewalk or this protest. As it has resulted, there is a system is collapsing in this health sector. And remember, in Bengal, that is true that mainly the people who belongs in villages, they mostly come to the government-run hospital in cities for medical treatment, and that's getting affected. So now the doctors are facing a lot of backlashes from the government side as well. There are many pressure are also building up against them, but they have decided to continue this Spacewalk. So as Suryagni pointed out, this only dialogue can ease out the situation at this point in time, but it would be interesting to see who will initiate this dialogue, whether this is the government, the state government, or these protesting doctors. As Mamata Banerjee already stated that she is ready for dialogue, but it's seemingly no communication at least until this time from the government to initiate any dialogue. But yes, it's pressure also mounting on them, but they also stick to this point because they denied these charges that their protest claimed several lives. They said the medical facilities at government-run hospitals, especially at medical colleges, are easily available. Most of the senior doctors are doing overtime duties to keep the system easy and normal. And these protesting doctors are also carrying out several free camps at several places in the city. So there is no way that is the health situation is deteriorating. The system is deteriorating.
Okay.
They are not going to abide this point.
Stay with me, Ritik and Suryagni. The protests, as you can see, these are live pictures that you're seeing on your screen right now. So 31 days later, the protests don't appear to be evaporating. They don't appear to be dissipating. 31 days, a whole month after the brutal rape and murder of 31-year-old Abhaya, the young trainee doctor. As you just saw in those live pictures, doctors are continuing their protest. They're in no mood to wind things up. The stir is despite the Supreme Court's directive on August the 9th to resume duties today. Doctors have demanded the resignation from the West Bengal Health Secretary. Meanwhile, a war of words is broken out. September the 9th, I beg your pardon. Meanwhile, a war of words is broken out between Abhaya's parents and Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Take a look.
It was exactly a month ago when 31-year-old trainee Dr. Abhaya was raped and murdered at Kolkata's Chargesheet Medical College. Over 30 days later, the fight for justice for Abhaya is still going on. Junior doctors marched to the Swasthya Bhavan on Tuesday. They are demanding that the Bengal Health Secretary be sacked by the Mamata government. A fresh doctors versus Mamata government flashpoint is escalating. After the Bengal government told the Supreme Court on Monday that at least 23 people lost their lives due to the doctors' strike.
Well, we've also filed the report of the State Health Department. Well, they've not gone back to work, the doctors. Well, 23 people have died in the process.
The West Bengal Junior Doctors Front says patient services are operational in every medical college in the state. They've also accused the state government of spreading falsehoods and misleading the Supreme Court, and have called it a nefarious government effort to tarnish their movement and mislead the massive public support for it. Under fire, the Mamata Banerjee government is also facing flack from Abhaya's parents, who have repeatedly accused the Bengal cops of trying to bribe them, a charge denied by the Chief Minister herself.
কোথাও আমি টাকার কথা বলেছি, মেনশন করেছি। মিথ্যে কথা, কুৎসা, অপপ্রচার, চক্রান্ত। রেসিডেন্সিয়াল ডক্টর ফোরাম একটা অফিসিয়াল স্টেটমেন্ট করেছিল। তার 3 নম্বর পয়েন্টে লেখা ছিল অ্যাডিকুয়েট কম্পেনসেশন টু দ্য ভিকটিমস ফ্যামিলি।
আপনাদের যে ভিডিওটা নিয়ে এখনো বিতর্ক চলছে সেখানে কিন্তু পুলিশ থেকে এখনো দাবি করা হচ্ছে যেটা তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করা হয়নি। আপনি কি আপনার দাবিতে এখনো নন?
তাদের পক্ষ থেকে করানো হয়নি মানে
পুলিশ করেনি বলছে, পুলিশের তরফ
থেকেই করানো হয়েছে, সেটা আমরা নির্দিষ্ট জায়গায় বলে দিয়েছি, তারা বিচার করে তারা রিপোর্ট দেবে।
একদম মিথ্যে কথা বলেছেন উনি। টাকার অফার তো দেওয়াই হয়েছিল, কিন্তু সেটা তো মুখ্যমন্ত্রী মিথ্যে কথা বলছেন। উনি তো বলছেন পরিবার টাকা চেয়েছিল, কখনো চাইনি। বরং উনি বলেছিলেন আপনার মেয়ে তো একটা পাবে, ওটা দিয়ে মেয়ের স্মৃতির জন্য কিছু বানিয়ে রাখবেন। আমি বলেছিলাম দিদি তখনই নেব যখন আমার মেয়ে বিচার পাবে এবং দোষীদের সাজা হবে, তখন আমি নিজে গিয়ে আপনার দপ্তর থেকে নিয়ে আসবো।
এটাই উনি বলেছেন যে কোনো টাকার অফার করা হয়নি।
না, টাকার অফার তো অবশ্যই করা হয়েছে।
Meanwhile, the former principal of RG Kor Medical College, who is under CBI arrest on charges of corruption, has been sent to judicial custody till 23rd September. Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's just show you once again, viewer, what's happening in Kolkata right now. These are those live pictures coming in from Kolkata where the doctors have disobeyed the deadline requested by the Supreme Court. The doctors say no until our demands are met, which includes the suspension of the Kolkata Police Commissioner, 3 health department officials, and a slew of other demands. They are not going to wind up their protests, say the doctors. Suryagni, I want to come back to you. If you could also try and maybe, get us some of the voices like you just did of some of those protesters so we can know what the mood is like on the ground, Surya.
Well, Shiv, I'll show you visuals from this particular spot in front of the health department's office. Hundreds of doctors who are sitting over here. They are chanting slogans, and they are very clear that till their demands are met, they are not going to leave this particular spot. What we'll do is we'll try and speak to the doctors over here. How are you looking at the scheme of things right now? Because there's no communication from that side either.
We still waiting for the response of authorities, but they have not responded yet. So we are continuing to be here, and we will be here. We will be sitting here till.
And the 5 p.m. deadline that Supreme Court has given. What about that? How do you guys look at it?
We are here not bounded by the timeline. We are here for the justice, for our demands to be met. Till our demands are met, we will be there.
We'll try and speak to others as well. Even you are sitting over here. How are you looking at it? Because we've been asking people that what next? All of you are working doctors as well. What next from here? Where does this go from here?
I think it should be planned by GB meeting. Now I am sitting for until the justice, until the DME, DHS and the health secretary resign. Until resign, I am sitting here.
So that is a major demand. That principal secretary.
For today, that is the major demand of us.
So it's clear that they are clear on the point that they have these demands, which unless met will not be. They are not going to bow down. There are other students over here. We'll try and speak to them. The demands that you guys have made. Any communication from health department?
As for right now, no.
No, sir. Then what happens next? How does this movement go ahead?
We will be having this sitting for as long as they want. Until and unless they are fulfilling our demands, we will be sitting here.
Why do you think no dialogue is happening between the health department and you guys?
This is on to them. They have to decide when they have to do
it. Ready for a dialogue?
Yeah.
See, it's very, very simple and clear, Shiv, that the doctors say that they are ready for a dialogue. They have their demands. If those demands are met, that is precisely the removal of the principal secretary health and the DHS and DMA, that's the medical officer. Then they will stop this particular protest right now, and they'll go back to their respective colleges and hospitals. But they are ready for a dialogue. That's what the students over here they have claimed. Now, it has to be seen. It's a very dynamic situation. Whether a communication comes from the health department, whether a discussion happens or not, is something that we have our eyes on. And once again, I'll show you the magnitude of the protest. Hundreds of students who are here, sitting down, singing slogans, and they are very, very clear, Shiv, that until and unless their demands are met, they are not going to bow down. They are not going to leave this particular spot.
Okay. Surya and Ritik, we will come back to you. Thanks for getting us those live inputs from the protest site in Kolkata, right outside the Health Department building. The doctors are not planning to move away anytime soon. That's the bottom line until some demonstrable action as per their demands apparently is taken. We'll keep you posted on that story. Coming up after this very short break, a speeding Audi owned by the Maharashtra BJP chief's son is involved in a dramatic hit-and-run case in Nagpur. We'll tell you more.
To say hello, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
India Today Conclave 2024. September 25th and 26th, Mumbai. Book your seat now. Visit indiatodayconclave.com.
What is it with VIP luxury vehicles and VIP brats who like running away after an accident? Well, here's another one that's taken place, this time in Nagpur, Maharashtra. An Audi SUV owned by Maharashtra BJP President Chandrasekhar Bavankule's son Sanket hit several vehicles in Nagpur on the night of September the 9th. Two occupants of the car have been arrested. Sanket was not driving. The police confirmed that they were under the influence of alcohol. The two people who've been arrested, there were a total of 3 people in the car, including Sanket Bavankule at the time of the accident. The accused were returning from a bar in Nagpur when the incident took place. The Audi struck multiple vehicles, as you can see captured on CCTV camera. At a T-point, the vehicle hit a Polo car. Its occupants chased the Audi and stopped it. 3 occupants, including Sanket Bavankule, the son of the Maharashtra BJP chief, fled from the spot instead of staying there and trying to help the 2 people on a moped who had been apparently injured. The car is owned by Sanket Bavankule, the son of the Maharashtra BJP chief, who was present in the Audi during the incident. The UBT Sena, meanwhile, has slammed the BJP, alleging a cover-up bid in the case. UBT Sena MP Sanjay Raut alleged that Fadnavis isn't fit to be Home Minister.
गुन्हा दाखिल करने में कुछ देरी हुई और कुछ छुपाया गया ऐसा भी कहा गया
नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर किसी का नहीं है जो कायदेशीर प्रक्रिया आहे पोलीस उसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हैं माझ्या मुलाच्या नावाने ती गाडी आहे आणि पोलिसांनी पूर्ण चौकशी केली पाहिजे कोणालाही वेगळा न्याय लावू नये आणि पोलीस इन्क्वायरी मध्ये जे जे दोषी असतील त्यावर ती कारवाई केली पाहिजे मी कुठल्याही पोलीस यंत्रणेची आता बोललो नाही त्यांना जे आढळेल सीसीटीव्ही मध्ये किंवा जे काही त्याच्यामध्ये गुन्हा दाखल होईल तो सर्वांसाठी न्यायासारखा असला पाहिजे कोणी राजकारणाचा असो कोणी असो पण मला जे वाटतं पोलिसांनी पूर्ण इन्क्वायरी केली पाहिजे सीसीटीव्ही सर्वेलन्स तपासले पाहिजे आणि योग्य कारवाई केली पाहिजे
नागपुर में जो हिट एंड रन का केस हुआ है वो कार किसकी है इसके नाम पर है गाड़ी कौन चला रहा था बाद में ड्राइवर की अदला बदली की ये रिकॉर्ड पर है और किसी पार्टी का नेता का ये लड़का होता तो अब तक फडणवीस की फौज हमारे पर इतना हमला कर देती देवेंद्र फडणवीस आप उस पद पर बैठने के लिए लायक नहीं हो
And Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister and Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, has reacted to the Audi hit and run case. Here's what he has just said.
ऐसा है कि उसकी पूरी जांच पुलिस कर रही है और उसमें एफआईआर भी पुलिस ने दाखिल किया हुआ है। उसके सारे तथ्य भी पुलिस ने सामने लाए हुए हैं। अब जिस प्रकार से उसके ऊपर राजनीति की जा रही है, मुझे लगता है वो गलत है। इस प्रकार से बावनकुळे जी को टारगेट करने का विचार रखते हुए उसके ऊपर राजनीति करना ये ठीक नहीं है।
And coming up next, if you thought that the details of the Darshan case in Karnataka couldn't get worse, wait till you watch what our reporters have dug up in the charge sheet. The murder, the barbaric murder of a fan by superstar actor Darshan's fan club, and his own involvement will truly give you sleepless nights. That's next.
To say hello, one I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Murder most foul continues to unravel. Shocking details emerge in Renukaswamy murder. 4,000-page charge sheet drops bombshell. Darshan mercilessly kicked victims' private parts. Pavitra hit Renukaswamy with slippers. Sandalwood murder case.
Truly hair-raising, blood-curdling details in the charge sheet of the murder of Renukaswamy, the young fan of superstar Kannada actor Darshan, who was killed after allegedly stalking his girlfriend Pavitra Gowda. Shocking details have now emerged as we get more pages of the charge sheet. On Monday, the Bengaluru police filed its charge sheet against actor Darshan, who, as you know through our reportage, has been enjoying a VIP vacation behind bars in different prisons of Karnataka. His girlfriend Pavitra Gowda and 15 other accused in the case. Meanwhile, actor Darshan's statement to Bengaluru has also been accessed by India Today, where he admits to the brutal murdering and his part in it. Take a look. The gory details in the Kannada film industry murder case revealed. The Bengaluru police filed a nearly 4,000-page charge sheet against the 17 accused in the case, including Kannada superstar Darshan and his partner Pavitra Gowda. India Today has accessed exclusively the details of this charge sheet that detail how the actor and his associates allegedly tortured and murdered Renukaswamy, a fan who stalked Pavitra. The charge sheet says a piece of liver and bloodstains were allegedly found on the shoes and jeans of the accused. These stains were found on 14 out of the 17 accused in the case. DNA tests confirmed and matched the stains with Renukaswamy's blood. Actor Darshan's partner Pavitra Gowda also allegedly assaulted Renuka Swami. Renuka Swami's body had extreme blood clots due to severe injuries. His body also had marks of wooden sticks and rods. He was allegedly thrashed and electrocuted to death by the accused. Darshan's partner Pavitra Gowda allegedly assaulted the victim with her footwear when she reached the crime spot. Later, Darshan used the same footwear to beat the victim, and then he forced him to fall at Pavitra's feet and apologize. India Today has also accessed Darshan's statement to the police. Darshan allegedly said he found out about Renuka Swami's kidnapping at 3 p.m. on the 8th of June. Darshan and Pavitra allegedly reached the crime spot at around 4:30 p.m. Darshan allegedly kicked Renuka Swami on the head, neck and chest. He further used a tree branch to assault him. Darshan then called Pavitra and asked her to hit him with slippers. Later, Renuka Swami apologized to Pavitra Gowda. But Darshan then allegedly continued to assault Renuka Swami. He came to know at around 7:30 p.m. that Renuka Swami had passed away. Darshan's associates allegedly took 40 lakh rupees from him to take care of the body. India Today has also accessed Pavitra Gowda's statement to the police. Pavitra allegedly informed accused Pavan about the obscene messages she's getting. Pavan told Darshan about the messages. Darshan called Pavitra on the 8th of June and said that they found the person who had sent her the messages. He asked Pavitra to join him to teach this person a lesson. She allegedly accepted instructing other accused to kill him. Later, Darshan asked her to leave the crime spot. Recently, Darshan was transferred from the Parapana Agrahara jail in Bengaluru to the Bellary Central Prison after videos and photos of him receiving VIP treatment in the prison went viral on social media. With Sagai Raj in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today. Just take a look at some of the things that the charge sheet actually brings out, and it makes you really wonder about whether justice will really serve and whether justice can ever really be served considering the kind of cruelties that were perpetrated. Darshan repeatedly kicked Renuka Swami's private parts. Darshan stomped Renuka Swami after checking his mobile phone. Darshan kicked Renuka Swami in the stomach. Darshan placed his foot on Renuka Swami's chest, pushing hard. Darshan kicked Renuka Swami's head with his shoes. Renuka Swami's left ear was grievously injured. Darshan instructed another accused, Pavan, also under arrest, to remove Renuka Swami's pants. Darshan kicked Renuka Swami's private parts again. The other accused also brutally assaulted Renuka Swami. Renuka Swami succumbed to all the injuries sustained in this fatal assault. All of this in the police charge sheet that has been filed against this shameless coward of a Kannada superstar. Well, Darshan's arrest in the Renuka Swami murder case isn't his first run-in with the law. How could it be when someone can deliver such barbarism? Over the past 2 decades, as his fame soared, so did the controversies of this cowardly Kannada star. Often labelled the enfant terrible of Sandalwood. Sandalwood is the silly name for the Kannada film industry. His record includes domestic violence. He's a coward who used to hit women, assaulting a waiter, so a coward who used to assault people inside a restaurant, and a rowdy pubbing beyond legal hours. Here's a look at some of the notable controversies of this plain and simple thug. Kannada superstar Darshan Togudeepa, along with some close associates, were at a pub in Mysuru after midnight because the DJ played a song of another actor, Puneet Rajkumar, at the request of a guest named Yashwant. The superstar lost his cool. He started abusing the DJ and the guest saying in his presence only songs from his films can be played. He even threatened them. An FIR was registered against his associates, but not the superstar actor himself, though the police confirmed his involvement. This wasn't the first time because Darshan Togudeepa is no stranger to controversy. In fact, his complicated married life and his rowdy behavior in public have earned him the title of enfant terrible of Kannada cinema. Within a decade of his first super hit, he was arrested and spent quite a few days in jail. He was charged with domestic violence. Darshan's marriage with Vijay Lakshmi was about 8 years old and their son was a toddler when he was booked for attempted murder and assaulting his wife in 2011. But the couple buried the hatchet after mediation by several bigwigs in the industry. 5 years later, his wife Vijay Lakshmi once again registered a police complaint against her husband for objectionable behavior, and once again she reconciled and retreated. In 2018, Darshan, actor Devraj and Darshan's friend Anthony suffered injuries when their SUV rammed a street light in North Mysuru. No casualties were reported and the case was settled. In 2021, he was accused of physically assaulting a waiter at a Mysuru hotel by Indrajit Lankesh. Reports later suggested the CCTV images were deleted and the incident was covered up, with the police compensating the waiter with 50,000 rupees. A year later, Bharat, a Kannada film producer, lodged a police complaint against Darshan for threatening him with dire consequences, but he too withdrew eventually. In January 2023, Forest Department officials raided Darshan's T. Narasipura farm on the outskirts of Mysuru, following a social media video where the actor is talking about 4 bar-headed geese on his farm. Officials said the endangered bird was protected under the Wildlife Protection Act and the actor was possessing them in violation of the law.
Hey broker, ee huli durgdalli ningon kerchifu sigala.
In November last year, Darshan was accused of setting his dogs to attack his neighbour. Reportedly, she had an argument with his caretaker over a parking space. An FIR was lodged, but as the neighbour was compensated with hospital treatment charges, the matter was resolved. Earlier this year, Darshan was among several Kannada film stars who were issued notices by the police in connection with partying late into the night in violation of the deadline and creating a ruckus at a posh Bengaluru pub. Darshan and the crew of Katera were celebrating the box office success of the film. The Katera star has been in and out of controversies too often, but none escalated to the level it has with the murder of Renuka Swami. Renuka Swami, whose final images before his death have truly disturbed, unsettled and upset people in their millions all across India and across the world, was brutally murdered by a team of fans of actor Darshan. The charge sheet very clearly mentions that actor Darshan and Pavitra Gowda, his shameless coward of a girlfriend, were also directly involved in the injuries to Renuka Swami before his death. Well, but who was Renuka Swami and what did he do to earn this terrible, terrible fate? Well, he allegedly sent lewd messages to another Kannada actor, Pavitra Gowda, the woman I'm talking about. Well, there were rumors that Pavitra was Darshan's partner. The actor's lawyer denied the same and called them friends. Here's what happened.
Pavitra Gowda, in her social media handle, identifies herself as a fashion designer, model, artist and managing director for boutique. She was an aspiring actress who could not land a role in any project in her first attempt. Pavitra got married and a few years later got divorced. Starting a fresh page in her life with her daughter from the first marriage, she tried her luck once again in Sandalwood. And this time she landed a role in Chhatrigalu Sa Chhatrigalu and then acted in Agamaya and Preeti Kitabu. But then she quit the film business and settled down as a fashion designer with a boutique of her own. Reportedly, when Darshan and Vijay Lakshmi's domestic help went through a challenging time in 2011, Pavitra and the superstar became close. The Sandalwood film industry knows her as the superstar's second wife. They were in a relationship, as is evident from her social media post. In January this year, Darshan's wife Vijay Lakshmi and Pavitra were involved in a public spat on social media over the superstar. It began with Vijay Lakshmi posting her picture with her husband and son on Instagram. Hours later, Pavitra posted a video with a collage featuring photographs of her with Darshan and her daughter with the caption, "1 decade down, forever to go. It has been 10 years of our relationship." Vijay Lakshmi responded angrily, posting photographs of Pavitra with her daughter and husband and threatening to take legal action against her. Their very public spat led to many fans reacting negatively to Pavitra. Renuka Swami was one such fan who trolled Pavitra and allegedly not only sent abusive messages but vivid lewd pictures to her. This, the police now claims, led to Darshan hunting Renuka Swami down. That led to his death eventually. Allegedly, Pavitra Gowda too was present in the shed with Darshan, where Renuka Swami was kept and beaten up. Both Pavitra Gowda and Darshan are now in police custody. Darshan's lawyer has denied any relationship between the two other than friendship.
Very first, I just want to bring to all the media the thing is, first everybody telling that she is the second wife. Pavitra Gowda is the second wife. That is the utter false, and it is a false statement also. Just she is a friend before. Actually, she was working as an actress. Okay, just having only a friendly relationship, nothing else. The only wife is that the first wife, Vijay Lakshmi, is the first wife. No second marriage was happened at any point.
So Pavitra, Pavitra is Darshan's friend, nothing more.
The rumors, what was happened? Darshan, nothing more.
Pavitra Gowda today is the hated third person in Darshan's life, at least as far as the superstar's fans are concerned. Bureau Report, India Today.
And coming up next, the big tech announcement of the year, the most anticipated certainly. Apple unveils the long-awaited iPhone 16. We'll tell you what the big deal really is.
To say hello, I'm so fly. You took a nosedive. Careful when you play on my level. For you it's so. Hey, hello.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra. Flip the script.
Hello, Moto.
Motorola Razr 50 Ultra comes with Google Gemini.
Hi, I am AI anchor Sana, bringing the top headlines for you, presented by Motorola. Delhi Minister Atishi slams BJP MLA's letter to President, says wherever BJP doesn't win, it tries to poach MLAs and form a government through back door. Haryana CM Nayab Singh Saini files nomination from Ladwa seat ahead of assembly elections. Supreme Court stays defamation proceedings against Shashi Tharoor over remarks against PM Modi.
It's not just technology, it's not just a mobile phone series, it's a legacy, it is iconic. Apple has officially unveiled the iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus, some of the most awaited phones in history. The latest additions to this iconic smartphone lineup started by Steve Jobs himself. These new iPhones will be made in India and available worldwide shortly. While the overall design remains pretty familiar, the new iPhones introduce subtle tweaks, improved camera capabilities, and the promise of Apple Intelligence arriving via a software update in October. Apple Intelligence can analyze inboxes, provide email summaries, modify notifications with Siri to understand less precise requests, guide users through iPhone tasks, and observe on-screen activity. The iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus will start at 79,000 rupees and 89,900 rupees respectively. In India, the iPhone 16 Pro 128GB variant now starts at 1.19 lakh rupees, while the iPhone 16 Pro Max 256GB variant is priced at a whopping 1.44 lakhs. This is a notable decrease, however, from last year's iPhone 15 Pro prices, where the iPhone 15 Pro was launched at 1.34 lakhs and the Pro Max at 1.56 lakhs. Make in India, does make a difference to prices.
Every year, we add features and capabilities that not long ago would have seemed impossible to fit into a single device, let alone one small enough to wear on your wrist. Today, we're building on the advanced technologies pioneered with Apple Watch to make it even more useful, essential, and intelligent. And we're doing it all in this beautiful new design.
We have the new iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Plus. This one is 6.1 inches, this one's 6.7 inches. Usually popular back home in India. And this is in the new ultramarine color. I must say it is an eye-catcher. But the good news is, if you're asking me about upgrading your iPhone 14 or even 15, then this is it. It now jumps a couple of generations with a chipset with A18 on it, and that means it comes with Apple Intelligence. Much better battery life, of course, because you couple that new Apple Silicon along with iOS 18 and you have these new iPhone 16s built from the ground up with Apple Intelligence. Now, even some of those features, so I'm just going to use one of them right now. This one's obviously a lot more pocketable if you're holding it in your hand. If you just use the 16 Plus, which I think is the ideal size to really use, you now have camera control on this as well. So it's not just a pro feature. You could do a slight double tap over here, change the camera styles. You've got to be a little delicate with it. And then you can do all sorts of things over here as well, right? Now, that is, of course, what I showed you with the Pro and Pro Max. But what if you want to use Apple Intelligence? You want to use it perhaps in your notes. You want to use it to erase an object from a photo. All of that can now happen on the base iPhone 16 and 16 Plus as well. So I think this and this, when you'll see the India pricing out, and you'll realize that these are great options. The camera positioning, the module looks different now. So you can, from a distance, you can actually tell that these are new iPhones. And I think that's the real beauty with them. Of course, you can take great macro shots because now on the ultra-wide sensor, you'd also have that ability on the iPhone 16. So much improved on the camera front, much improved, of course, with Apple Silicon with A18, and then all those features from Apple Intelligence coming to this particular device. And if you want the absolute top gun, there is the iPhone 16 Pro Max here in the flesh. Now, yes, just like the iPhone 16 Pro, this comes with the new A18 Pro chipset. And if you think that it looks similar to the previous Pro that I'm actually shooting this on, then let me correct you. The real magic is under the hood and when you're using this device. It's the best battery on an iPhone. It's one of the fastest iPhones ever. But most importantly, Apple Intelligence is here. Even if you want to edit a video right here, you can go into the Photos app, go to 20%, 24 FPS, all the way up to 120 FPS, 4K 120 FPS in cinematic. This is a phone which is amazing for all of our shows, but you can also use it for high-end cinema and films as well. But that's not all, right? If you're using the camera app, and I think all the real changes have really come to the camera app. The real core of all of this has come to the camera app with this button, the camera control button, with this capacitive slider. This is the ingenuity this year on display in the Pro lineup. Now, one big thing that I must mention is that the Pro and the Pro Max are absolutely identical. It's only the screen sizes and battery that changes a little bit. This is a 6.9-inch screen, the biggest screen that you will see on an iPhone.
Apple has unveiled its iPhone 16 with new AI features.
The next generation of iPhone has been designed for Apple Intelligence from the ground up.
Apple Intelligence is the name of the company's artificial intelligence software. It'll be used to improve Siri, Apple's personal assistant, as well as enhancing camera features.
Apple Intelligence marks the start of a new era for Siri and makes it more natural, more contextually relevant, and more personal to you.
Tech companies around the world are racing to add AI to products, and phones are expected to be one of the most important battlegrounds. Apple's announcement on Monday came just hours after its Chinese rival, Huawei, racked up 3 million pre-orders for its trifold phone.
Instead of seeing the first couple lines of your emails, you'll see summaries that convey the most useful information. Your notifications will be summarized too, helping you quickly get the gist.
A test version of Apple Intelligence will be available in the US version of the English language next month, with versions in Chinese, French, Japanese, and Spanish coming next year. But these upgrades will take time to reach consumers in China. Apple Intelligence must be approved by Beijing in order to be released in the country. Last year, iPhones accounted for more than half of Apple's $383 billion sales. Apple is betting that the AI feature will drive consumers to upgrade, as it sees a slowdown in iPhone sales.
And we're leaving you with these images of a historic first ever commercial spacewalk. Elon Musk's SpaceX has launched a rocket with a 4-person crew from Florida today. The mission's commander, Jared Isaacman, took off along with 3 others on a Falcon 9 rocket. Isaacman is a billionaire who's aiming to perform the first private spacewalk and venture farther than anyone since NASA's Apollo moonshots. This is space history, courtesy Elon Musk.
Thumbs up from the pilot on the left side there.
Max Q.
We're throttled back up to power.
1 Bravo.
And we heard the call out 1 Bravo.
Copy, 1 Bravo. Impact chill is underway.
The announcement lets us know we've begun the final chill of the second stage engine in preparation for its activity coming up at about T plus 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Two minutes.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 36 and minimum 27 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 25 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 32 and minimum 26 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 27 and minimum 20 degrees. Chennai, maximum 35 and minimum 27 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 27 and minimum 22 degrees.
Co-powered by Veka, India's largest selling UPVC window. Gift a Parker today. Unwrap happiness. Pot and Bloom. Gifts that grow, smiles that last.
Political storm over Rahul's Sikh remark.
Or he as a Sikh is going to be allowed to wear a kada in India. Or he as a Sikh is going to be able to go to Gurdwara. That's what the fight is about.
BJP's 1984 reminder to Rahul.
मैं आपको बताता हूं 1984 में a pogrom was carried out against the Sikh community. 3,000 innocent people were killed.
Leader of opposition unleashes series of attacks on government.
The institutions are captured and we don't have a fair playing field. The education system is captured by the RSS. The media system is captured. The investigative agencies are captured.
Rahul's reservation remark triggers debate.
We will think of scrapping reservations when India is a fair place. And India is not a fair place.
Rao over American Raga.
Good evening, you're watching 6 p.m. Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshita Nandagopal. For the second straight day, we're getting you details of Rahul Gandhi's visit in America. Why? Because he's made a number of comments that have triggered a massive political controversy as well. We'll be getting you all of the highlights of what Rahul Gandhi has said. Let's begin with the headlines. Doctors versus Mamta government rages on. Supreme Court deadline for junior doctors ends, but they're yet to resume work. Protesting doctors demand Bengal Health Secretary's resignation. Big terror plot behind Kanpur train sabotage. Sources say ISIS plot behind cylinder placed on tracks. Centre says 18 cases of rail sabotage since August alone. UPA-era Home Minister's stunning admission on Kashmir triggers Rao. Former Home Minister Sushil Shinde says he was afraid in Srinagar during UPA rule. Modi mantris mock and hit out. A shocking hit and run by a luxury vehicle that had the Maharashtra BJP chief's son in the car, injures 2 in Nagpur. Son flees the scene to arrested. Uddhav Sena lashes out. Fadnavis says probe is on and there's no need to politicize. Manipur on the edge again. Arson, stone pelting reported as cops versus protesters showdown peaks in Imphal.